Hey everyone, in this video I'll be steelmanning the BackAlley Abortion argument, and then I'll respond to it in my pro-life views. Keep in mind that my argument in this video follows the belief that the fetus is a life. So if you don't believe that, I encourage you to pause this video and check out the one in the link above first. Before Roe v. Wade, thousands of women died from BackAlley abortions. They were stuck with an unwanted child, and they had no choice to abort because of either their partner or their own financial situations. So their only choice was to get an illegal abortion in a back alley. Back alley abortions are unsafe, unsanitary, and often performed by people who aren't qualified to perform the abortion. Therefore, women died from them. In a 1976 article, Illegal Abortions in the United States, researchers Willard Cates Jr. and Roger Rockcat from the Center for Disease Control examined national abortion data and estimated that the number of illegal procedures in the country plummeted from around 130,000 to 17,000 between 1972 and 1974. That is the time right before and after Roe v. Wade. The number of deaths associated with illegal abortion decreased by a factor of almost 8. Women who died as a result of illegal abortions typically were Black, were more than 12 weeks pregnant, and had self-induced in their own community. We need abortion legal so that when women get an abortion, they can get a safe one. And Roe v. Wade provided that. My pro-choice side made some very fair points. Women used to die from back alley abortions because before Roe v. Wade, abortion was illegal. I'm certainly not alright with women dying from back alley abortions, but I am not going to advocate legalizing something just to make it safer for a person if they choose to do it. Think it through. Why would women get back alley abortions in the first place? Because abortion is or has been illegal. Why has abortion been made illegal? Because the government recognized that babies in the womb are human lives and it won't tolerate those innocent human lives being murdered for any reason. This means that the government sees abortion as evil. So why should we legalize something evil just because it's less safe for the person to commit that evil? Follow this analogy. Let's say I argued, we need to legalize bank theft because if we don't, it will be unsafe for bank robbers who might really need the money. Also, they will have to rob a bank with guns, and then other people could get killed as well. Would you say, wow, good point, Sanaya. We should legalize bank theft because then it'll be safer for everyone, and especially the bank robbers when robbing a bank? No. You would say, that's really dumb, Sanaya. Bank theft is wrong. You don't legalize something just because committing it is dangerous. So now let me use the same argument except with a different action. We need to legalize abortion because if we don't, women who might really need to abort will have to get a back alley abortion and they could get killed. If abortion truly is murder, as it's proven to be, my pro-choice argument wouldn't be very logical, just as with my bank theft argument. Bank robbers might really need the money, but it's not right to go about getting it by stealing, which is why stealing is illegal. If they want money, they need to work hard for it. If you have an end goal in mind, there is a right way to achieve it. The right way just may not be the easiest way. Just like women might be a lot better off without a child, but it's not right to solve their situation by killing their child. If they don't want a child, they should not have engaged in sex, an act which nature uses to conceive a child. I explain this more in my Women's Reasons to Abort Are Justified Part 2 and my Addressing the Violinist argument videos, and you can check those out in the link above and the description below. Like I said earlier, you shouldn't legalize something because it's dangerous to do illegally. This back alley abortion argument follows legalize abortion because it's not safe to commit it illegally. The fact that it's not safe to do illegally is not a valid reason to make it legal. As a side point, I find that this argument is actually where both political sides can appeal to each other. The pro-choice party wants to keep abortion legal because criminalizing it may kill more women, while the pro-life party wants to make abortion illegal because legalizing it kills more babies. Well, if we were to argue on this point alone, should abortion be criminalized or legalized? I'd still say criminalize because there are two key differences between more women dying from back-alley abortions and more babies dying from legal abortions. The first point is that the number of women dying versus the number of children dying is a 1 to 1,000 ratio. What that means is that for every woman who dies in an abortion, 1,000 unborn babies die. Stanley Henshaw, who from 1979 to 2013 researched abortion statistics at the Guttmacher Institute, which favors abortion rights, responded to the claim that thousands of women died from back-alley abortions, saying, "In the 1960s, the officially recorded number of deaths from illegal induced abortion was under 300 per year. While there were undoubtedly other unreported abortion deaths, it is unlikely that the actual number was over 1,000. The figure of 5,000 to 10,000 is reasonable for the 1930s, when there were probably more abortions and less effective treatment of complications," he said. "In my opinion, if Roe v. Wade were overturned, women would turn to relatively safe medications that can be purchased over the internet. There would be some deaths, but probably not as many as there were in the 1960s. In fact, from 1972 to 1974, the Guttmacher Institute says the number of deaths of women associated with illegal abortion was far fewer, and it reduced from 39 to 5. The second point is that women have a choice whether to get an abortion or not. They can choose to not take the risk of dying by getting an illegal abortion. While the child has no choice, no say whether they are killed or not. They are literally trapped in their mother's womb, unable to turn back or escape." Thanks for listening, guys. If you have a question or if you want to challenge my thoughts, go ahead and leave a comment below. If you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and give this video a like to support my channel. If you're curious about the other videos I mentioned, they're in the description below. Thanks!